Ladies and gentlemen, picture this. The most intense battle of the year didn't unfold in a boxing ring, but in a hospital room. The main event? Claressa Shields versus Remy Ma, with IVs, nurses, and a backdrop of frantic shouts, "You stole him!" Yes, you heard correctly. In what might go down as one of the wildest moments in hip-hop history, leaked footage has emerged showing Claressa Shields storming into Remy Ma's hospital room. She drags her by the wrist, accusing her of taking Papoose from her. And here's the twist. Remy Ma was actually connected to a heart monitor when all this went down. So, what really pushed Claressa to lose control? What was the secret Remy was hiding even in her vulnerable state in that hospital bed? And why did security just stand there, motionless, as the madness unfolded in front of nurses, patients, and a stunned janitor who's now gained 200K followers on TikTok? This isn't just a scandal. It's a full-blown spectacle caught on camera, and now the footage is out, revealing something far worse than anyone ever anticipated. Grab your popcorn and brace yourselves, because this footage is about to go viral. Picture this: a dimly lit hospital room, the beeping of machines in the background, a woman lying frail on the bed, connected to IVs and monitors. But this isn't just any patient. It's Remy Ma, just outside that sterile room, charging down. The hallway like a whirlwind is Claressa Shields. Her fists aren't wrapped in gloves, but her fury is louder than any fight she's ever been in. It's 2:47 a.m., and the private wing of Mount Si is about to erupt into chaos. Nothing, not hospital policies, professionalism, or even the front desk clipboard, is going to stop it. Claressa Shields stormed into that hospital room with the fury of a woman who felt everything had been ripped from her, and she was there to take it back. According to insider reports, Clarissa had just uncovered irrefutable evidence, screenshots, voice memos, the works, that Papoose had been secretly visiting Remy Ma. It wasn't out of sympathy. It was deliberate, romantic, and deeply personal. Clarissa had been there for Papoose through his grief, through therapy, and even through the raw moments on BET. But what no one knew was that, despite all of that, Papoose had never truly let go of Remy. With Remy weak in a hospital bed, Clarissa charged in, consumed by fire and betrayal. What happened next was captured entirely on a nurse's personal phone, because, let's face it, when drama strikes, there's always someone ready to record. Clarissa didn't waste any time. She approached Remy's bedside, leaned over her, with a glare that could melt steel, and shouted the words that would send the internet into a frenzy. "You stole him. He was mine. You knew exactly what you were doing, even in this bed." Remy, her eyes heavy with exhaustion, stayed silent. The monitor beeped frantically, and a nurse gasped off-screen, but Clarissa didn't stop. Her voice sliced through the tension. "He was never really out of your system, was he?" she yelled. "All those nights I stayed with him, he was texting you under the covers." Imagine being in a hospital bed, hooked up to heart monitors, mid-treatment, when your ex's new woman accuses you of emotional manipulation. This was no physical altercation. Clarissa didn't throw punches. She used words, piercing through Remy emotionally, verbally, and spiritually. It was a battle, but not one of fists. A fight of the soul. Remy didn't defend herself. She just stared, almost as if she expected it. A nurse described it as watching a ghost realize it had haunted the wrong house. The trigger? Earlier that night, Papoose, Remy's past, had been at the hospital, holding her hand and crying. When Clarissa saw footage of that, she lost it. She confronted Remy, and now the internet is divided. Team Clarissa believes loyalty matters, while Twitter Justice for Remy defends her against an ambush. Papoose has stayed silent, leaving cryptic messages, fueling speculation. His silence only adds mystery to the whole drama. This isn't Remy's first accusation of emotional manipulation. In 2022, rumors about her involvement with Easy the Block Captain surfaced, which she brushed off. Now, old interviews and deleted tweets are resurfacing. A 2023 red carpet clip has fans questioning her motives, especially after she said, "I believe in unfinished business." Love is just the excuse we use. Was Remy's hospital visit just business? A calculated move to reclaim Papoose after Clarissa got too comfortable? Or was it fate? As Clarissa stormed out yelling, "Tell the world the truth," Remy's heart monitor flatlined for a moment. Before nurses rushed in, Remy whispered, "She was never supposed to know." That single line sent shockwaves through social media, sparking a frenzy of speculation and flipping the entire narrative. Less than 12 hours after the hospital confrontation, Claressa Shields broke her silence with an Instagram Live, raw and unfiltered. No makeup, hoodie on, and a stare that cut through the screen. The world expected an apology or some remorse, but what they got was a verbal explosion. "I don't regret a damn thing," Clarissa said, staring straight into the camera. "I walked into that hospital because the truth deserves a witness. Remy's been playing chess with people's hearts, and I flipped the board." Over 400K tuned in live, with millions replaying her words. Clarissa claimed she'd been gaslit by both Papoose and Remy, defending Remy against rumors for months. But when she saw footage of Papoose and Remy together in the hospital, everything changed. Clarissa accused Remy of using her illness as a shield to keep her quiet. She even played a voice note from Papoose during the live stream, allegedly saying, "I need to make peace with her before it's too late." Fans went wild, tagging the Shade Room, while Remy's camp went into lockdown. Fat Joe unfollowed her, and cryptic tweets flooded social media. Papoose stayed silent, posting only an old photo with Remy, adding more confusion to the chaos. The drama took an unexpected turn when a former nurse from Mount Sinai anonymously shared security reports with a gossip blog. The documents revealed that Remy Ma's visitor list had been altered multiple times that night. Clarissa's name removed by Remy's new PR manager, while 50 Cent was added. 50 Cent, dressed in a hoodie and flanked by two men, entered the hospital and stayed for 22 minutes, leaving with a sealed envelope. Fans are now questioning its contents: legal papers, a will, or something related to an unreleased album Remy was working on with 50 Cent. Meanwhile, Clarissa's supporters have launched a petition demanding transparency, as if the story couldn't get more tangled. An insider leaked a screenshot of a group chat with Remy's team, showing a message that said, "Let her come, it'll sell the story." Could the hospital confrontation have been planned? Fans are now questioning everything. Remy Ma's career was in a slump. Her podcast features were solid, but her music releases were sporadic, and fans had started losing interest. That is, until now. Suddenly, she's the center of attention, not just for drama, but for survival, betrayal, and power. But here's the twist. New footage shows Remy wiping away tears during the hospital confrontation, leading some to question whether she deserved the public humiliation while still healing. But healing from what? Reports now suggest Remy was being evaluated for mental exhaustion, not a life-threatening illness, raising suspicions that she allowed the narrative of her dying to spread, even making fans believe Papoose was saying a final goodbye. Enter Clarissa, who might have walked straight into a trap. Was she the villain or the one brave enough to expose a carefully crafted script? 2 days later, Clarissa held a press conference, flanked by lawyers and her coach, dropping bombshell receipts. Screenshots, videos, and even a damning clip of her ranting about Remy. This wasn't just heartbreak, it was obsession. The internet exploded with Yarsh cancel Clarissa trending and influencers turning against her. Here's the real twist. The explosive clip of Clarissa wasn't secretly recorded. It was leaked by Remy's own manager. An email chain revealed that Remy's team had been preparing for this drama for weeks, with a carefully planned media timeline, upload schedule, and podcast features to ride the wave. But they didn't count on Clarissa's explosive reaction. Her fiery confrontation derailed everything, making Remy look vulnerable and victimized, exactly the opposite of the comeback image she was aiming for. Now, there are 3 factions at war. Clarissa claims she was gaslit, humiliated, and lied to by both Papoose and Remy. Remy says she was ambushed during a private medical crisis. Papoose? His silence is fueling speculation of guilt. Enter 50 Cent, who can never resist stirring the pot. He took to Twitter with his usual shade, claiming, "Y'all fighting over Pap like he dropped Get Rich or Die Tryin'," and posted an old photo with Remy captioned, "She always had taste, just bad timing." Legal teams are now involved, with Mount Sinai reviewing security footage, and both Clarissa and Remy filing lawsuits. Meanwhile, Papoose broke his silence with a tearful video, admitting he failed both women. "I'm drowning in it," he said. the chaos only intensifies. The video hit 1 million views in just 1 hour. Fans were split. Some applauded the raw honesty, while others criticized him for being emotionally weak. But one thing was certain. This wasn't just a story about cheating anymore. It was about 3 lives shattered by love, deceit, and fame. And as the aftermath unfolds, here's what we know. Remy Ma is reportedly recovering at a private facility outside of New York and is considering releasing a memoir titled Unfinished Bars. She's also planning to relaunch her podcast, promising a full breakdown of her side of the story. Clarissa is taking a break from boxing, but whispers say she's signed a deal with a major streaming service to share her version of events, complete with exclusive footage and personal journal entries. As for Papoose, he's gone off the grid again. No social media, no statements. Just a playlist he shared before disappearing, full of breakup ballads and heartache anthems. The first track? X Factor by Lauryn Hill. Of course. And now, the world waits. Deep down, we know this isn't the end. More clips will leak, more secrets will surface, and when they do, we'll be right here, unpacking every line, decoding every hidden message, every "you weren't supposed to know." Because that's what we do. And there you have it. A hospital, brawl, leaked voice notes, a viral press conference, and one man at the center, silent as the chaos unfolds. But if you think this ends here, you're wrong. Was Clarissa really the villain, or just heartbroken in the spotlight? Did Remy orchestrate this for a media comeback, or was she just a pawn? And where's Papoose now? This scandal is far from over. We've got more receipts, audio leaks, and Remy's memoir promising even more twists. Stay tuned. At Gossip Spill TV, we don't chase clout, we expose the truth.